Welcome to 100 Gems Podcast, y'all. Home of the champs, baby. And today, we're going to be talking about something that's real serious and touchy. But before I go, I want to introduce my guests. We got our very own Tasha, Bria, and then we just got this brother come on, man. He looking real good. I know he got something to say about it. I'm not going to say the man ever cheated or nothing like that. However, but I know he got a 2 cents to put in.
All right, Shaggy.
Me. All
right, Shaggy.
So what I want to do is start off with a question.
Okay.
What does fidelity in a relationship truly mean to you? And where do we draw the line between harmless interaction and betrayal? And what we'll do is we're going to start off with Miss Tasha to give we need your take.
Man, harmless I think before we paused, I was kind of explaining, my role in the fatherhood movement. So 16 years, I work around hundreds of men. I'm super close with Qua, with G, with Jeff, Richard. These are my brothers that we work with on a consistent basis. And when I say that those are harmless interactions. I see them, I hug them, might kiss on the cheek, but we here to handle business. Nothing has ever been inappropriate. I think it's important how you conduct yourself, the level of class, your integrity. So I'm very careful because I used to hear my brothers talk about the girls in the basement.
Okay. They wasn't lying either.
I said, you ain't doing that to me. Man, my brothers used to dog chicks in the back. Man, bro, here, you my pastor to you.
But
you
they wasn't cheating though.
Man, no, but I'm saying, but it was the things that they were saying, which made it important for me to conduct myself different in front of a room full of men.
Yeah.
So, but I think when things get inappropriate, is when people, it's like now you violating my space.
Right.
And then they get mad at women because it was the saying, you always got freedom of choice, you'll have freedom of consequences. So if you violate me and I call you BAN, now I'm disrespectful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's my whole thing on that situation.
I got a question too for Bria. At what time in a relationship do you consider cheating? Because and then some women
he identified you as the cheater.
No, I didn't. Some women look at because you mess around and you see a fine chick, man. She fine.
Shout out Lori Harvey.
Lori. Yeah. But and the significant other, what you looking at her on, blah, and they swear up and down, man. You might hear about it for 2-3 months.
Yeah.
You did what I'm saying? But so what time? How much time do you get before?
Yeah, I'm probably a little different. Like Tasha, I grew up with a lot of brothers and male cousins, and they really set they set the stage for me. If you're not married, everything is free game, right? Mm-hmm. Even when you're dating, even when people are like, "Oh, I just want an exclusive relationship," because niggas try to pull that on you. Like, "Oh, I just want to be me and you, want to be exclusive." Nigga, I'm single until I'm married. And if you are solid enough, you're gonna garner my loyalty and faithfulness. Now,
yeah, I heard that too.
I heard that too. Wait. Did she say I'm single
until I'm married?
And been in a committed relationship because that's what they pull on you. But then, how you get to the marriage part? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, when you make that commitment to where you say, okay, look.
Did you hear what I said? You missed it. You missed it because men often, only hear what they want to hear, and then by the time
I heard what you heard.
By the time you hear what you need to hear, you already in your feelings.
I heard what you said. I heard what you said.
Because what I said is, if he's solid enough, he's gonna garner my loyalty. Mm-hmm. You ain't gotta worry about me going nowhere, no ways. Right? I don't want to be nowhere else because me and you we locked tight. Right?
We locked in.
Right.
Okay.
But the issue is when you not where I need you to be, and I feel like I can't commit.
Is she gonna tell them that? Is they gonna get to know that though?
It should be an honest conversation regularly, right? Because guess what happens? We have sex, you knock it back, and you think we good. No, babe. We still single. You single? I'm single.
Well,
we just knocking backs out. You know what I'm saying?
Kiana said we single till he's sure.
How big is the back?
That's understandable.
You know
I get that though.
That's another question.
I get that. That's understandable, right? You know what I'm saying? But it goes to the sense of like, where you saying that where he needs to be at? You know what I'm saying? Because you got where do I need to be at? Like, what does that mean?
You ain't got no standards, Travis?
No, I mean,
I mean, that was just you ain't got no standards. You ain't gonna just date anybody, right? When you say where somebody needs to be is, do your morals line up with mine? Do your goals line up with mine? Where your credit?
You know what?
Before I got married,
but you know what? Keeping it 100, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this when I meet females. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have standards, but I don't look at. Because I could be a blessing to them, right? And teaching them.
Now you trying to save them.
Let's go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Not saving them.
I am a blessing to
I didn't say that.
Anybody want to be saved?
I tried to clean it up. I tried to clean it up a little
I'm gonna
bit.
keep it one. I'm the prize, baby.
Right.
Believe that.
But I think it does come to a point that, you know what I'm saying, a man can actually be a man without the right female. They have to lead. They, you know, at a point in the beginning, they lead. They make the decisions on things. The female or male? The female.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I hate to put that out on the air, you know, but at the end of the day, when a man chooses a female or a female chooses the male, the female's actually the one that's in the beginning that's in control of things.
In the beginning or all the way?
No, not all the way.
Right.
No, because then you gotta then you with the male, you know what I'm saying, then y'all want the male to lead. Y'all want to be to follow the male.
Well, you know what?
But when it comes to the female in the beginning,
but these ain't them females.
These ain't
talking to the wrong females, though, man.
This is a podcast. These
it was three things that was important for me.
Right.
When I done dated them all. Shout out Lori Harvey. But it was three things that I checked when I got married. I love Kiana said he need to know where he going. He ain't about to lead us to hell. Absolutely. Miss Luckett, I wish you was here too. But what I'm saying, but hold on, that's not. But what I'm saying is, it was three things that I had to make sure of when you was like standards. I had to make sure he wasn't on the sex offender registry.
Right.
I had to see how much because I got daughters.
Right.
So I had to make sure that how much you owe in child support, because we got stuff to do, and where your credit at, and what you trying to do.
Right.
So my husband was so open. He the quiet, he the laid back. He more of in the background. Tell me where you need me to be, but I also respect the fact that he the man. Right. So it was like, look, this is the plan, baby, and this is what we want to do. What do you think about it? So how do you feel?
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
I got one thing.
Go ahead.
You know, because when you say cheating, you know, that's almost like, you know, you didn't harm, you didn't hurt somebody, you didn't done something. Right. You know what I mean? You
it's betrayal.
But y'all do it. Men do it all the time.
But wait a minute. You can't say men do that, because I
didn't say all men, Rob. I said men do it. But y'all can't take it. Go ahead.
But the females gonna allow us to do it at the end of the day.
But I think some of it what Bria has said. You know, you have to get to a place where the commitment. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about, I had some old drive-bys type.
Right.
You did. But you know, everybody on the same page. You know what I mean? Even coming up to the commitment part at a different time, my commitment was different. It was like, you know, this is it right here. This is how we gonna play it. This is how I play it. Now, if you gonna come on and kick it with this, it's cool. If you don't want to, you know, you have that option.
But what about have you ever had a situation, a drive-by, but then you call feelings?
Oh man,
of course I have.
No,
man, you gonna get me in trouble. I'm trying not to, hey, you know, because I'm cut different. I'm just saying, I'm cut different. I was brought up different, and how on how to do things, and then especially when you're dealing with women, you know. But feelings, yeah, I done caught some feelings. You know what I'm saying? But that's all it was.
But you know,
see, you know, that's the thing. That's all it was. Some feelings.
Just touch base, right? Because cheating is the eye of the beholder, right? And so.
No, cheating ain't in no eye, no beholder.
Yes, it is.
No,
you know,
I'm sorry. Hear me out, right? And the reason why I say that is because, like, say me and you jam, right?
Right.
Say, you know, we kicking it, and I'm like, why are you talking to her?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it ain't you thinking you doing something wrong. It's her. It's me. Mm-hmm. I'm the beholder.
Right.
I'm saying, no, this is not acceptable, right? So I was hanging out with this guy, because I don't even want to call it dating. I was hanging out with this guy, right? And so I do a lot of public work. So I want to incorporate him because, you know, I want to be faithful and loyal to him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be. Right. But I recognize.
Sound like my story. Go ahead.
I recognize that, you know what, he might not be able to handle my lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely my story.
Now, that's something, you know, that's part of that commitment where we got to start communicating.
No, wait. No, it's a part of his understanding of what cheating is, right? So stay with my point, right?
Okay.
Cheating is in the eye of the beholder.
Okay.
So for him, my public interactions, my hug to Rob, Darvin, Travis is too much. Mm-hmm. You flirting. You cheating. Mm-hmm. You let that man kiss your cheek. You let that man kiss your cheek.
That's just him not understanding the
when you about business, though, when you about business, the difference is, when you about business, you know, and I'm the kind of cat, you know, he's supposed to kiss your cheek then.
Hold on, wait.
You dig what I'm saying? Because you gonna handle it the way it's supposed to be handled.
So you can speak to your perspective, right? But cheating is in the eye of the beholder.
True.
Right? Now I have to manage who he is and what his understanding of cheating is. Can I handle his understanding of cheating? Am I okay with explaining and justifying my behaviors? No, I'm not. So you know what, I appreciate you. Unfortunately, this probably not gonna work.
I think, but that's the right thing to do too, though.
Well, that's the beginning.
That's the right thing to do, though. You got to communicate. You got to let folks know what's happening.
You can do all that.
Exactly.
You can do all of that.
But they still gonna feel it. They still gonna feel it, though.
It's in the eye of the beholder. This has something to do with me. This is where my maturity is, where my insecurity is, right? And so, oftentimes, when we think about cheaters, we want to address the person that is being accused instead of the person that is accusing. Right? Okay. So why do you feel like everybody I'm talking to I'm fucking? Like, what is wrong? No. Here's real therapy. What has happened to you where you cannot trust a person that's presented nothing but genuineness? Right? That's some deep stuff that we don't often want to look at.
Is that something you think can be worked through, though?
Hold on, no. I can't do that for you. You need to do that for yourself. You need to do that for yourself, baby. You need to go through some therapy.
Somebody that's high.
Somebody hurt you.
And seek some help.
Hold on, wait. Somebody hurt you, and you still struggling with it.
I just think that just was compatibility. No. It wasn't just compatibility. It's just like what she said. It's just like what you said when you said, as in credit and, you know, pay your bills and things of that nature. What if I'm a person that make $100,000? I just don't know how to manage money, but you got that. So then now that's my weakness. My weakness is I can't manage money. I'm in debt. But I meet you and we connected and you know how to do that. You still ain't gonna mess with me?
But that's not what we're talking about.
No, but I get that. I'm just saying.
With that as men.
No, I'm just saying.
What I said, Travis.
I'm just going about the conversation that she said sex offenders. She said how much child support you gotta pay.
That's right. We got stuff to do.
And you got credit and stuff. Like, we still can do stuff, even though we still got to do stuff. It depends that if I'm a man that's able to accomplish goals and do things, me finding a female to where I slack at in my goals, that's what make the two individuals compatible to be together. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have.
But you know, I just got a little bit to say about that. You know, you did, because I know when I'm coming in the game, man. You know, I'm coming in. You know, I'm fly. You know, and I'm on my game. I'm on top of things. Exactly. I'm gonna listen to you. But see, you know what I am gonna do? I'm gonna listen to you because you. If I'm gonna mess with you, you gonna have to have something to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just look good.
That's
You
right.
know what I
Just look
mean?
good.
You got to have a few other things on deck
Yeah.
that's going to, pique my interest and keep me,
That was back in the
paying
days,
attention.
though. That's now,
You know
though.
what I'm
Back
saying?
in the days, you were just like-
Oh, back in the day,
It was different stuff.
it was stringent.
Hold on, but that speaks to your healing. That speaks to your healing and your maturity.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, no offense to any man, right? Unfortunately, it takes men a long time to mature and heal.
True.
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you're 40,
we agree with that.
50, 60 years
Right.
old before you be like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me take all that advice I got.
Yeah, I got
Let
it
me
when I-
learn from
I
all
was
them
good when I was
lessons
48.
had, right?
Yeah,
I-
when I got
think-
48, I was all right. I
I think
learned.
part
I
of
was
it too,
good.
though, was the commitment. It was easy to say, okay, baby, I'll holler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was another thing too. Like something you said, I started seeing those different characteristics and things popping up that that don't jam. Hey, this ain't it.
It's an alarming number of women in domestic or being murdered by men.
Yeah.
It's like, where are
Yeah.
the men that's teaching these men how to be men so they can stop having these sucker attacks?
Yeah.
Because if you can cheat on me, baby, we'll get through this. My daughter daddy, he was terrible. He was the notorious. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. And then the moment he went in my phone and found that I was more savage than him, he couldn't even sleep. I hope he watching. So, and it's so funny because he was like, man, I wanted to kill you, dog. Do you remember the day before we had our child? You was in Jamaica. So I mean, you know what I'm saying. So it's like women. We naturally are strong. But it's like it ain't like it still hurt.
Yeah, it still hurt.
Mess around and
There you
find
go.
out
I agree. I
that I'm clowning hard. He thought,
There you go.
when we stop talking, when we stop fussing at y'all, it's because I'm waiting for you to go ahead and hit it so I can leave right behind you.
But
So-
it is
cheated on some good women. I
It
ain't
is
gonna lie.
relationships though.
I cheated on some good women.
You know-
I
Let's hear about these good women.
You wanna
cheat on.
apologize to him?
I'm sorry. I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say no names. But I'm a political person
We
right
ain't
now.
selling out on the podcast, man. We ain't doing nothing. We standing on things over here, man.
I'm just saying, I have. I'm just keeping it 100.
So why did you do it?
Why do men cheat?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I just wasn't ready at the time.
So were you in a committed relationship? Was
Yeah.
it like we had an agreement? I'm not gonna mess around.
No,
Yeah.
you know why men cheat?
Yeah.
You know why men
We
cheat?
had an agreement.
Hold on,
You know
wait,
why
Rob.
men cheat?
Okay, what happened?
Men cheat
Why
because of
hold on.
coochie.
Wait,
Because
wait,
of coochie.
wait.
That's it. Men cheat because of
It's
coochie.
because the other one
It's
allowed
because
us
of
to cheat.
coochie. Because I'm telling you,
'Cause
man,
y'all slow.
I'm talking about listen, and slow too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree.
And then
I'm
y'all
telling you,
cheat
I'm on
with
y'all team.
Y'all want to cheat with the worst of the worst.
Hold
On
on,
the real.
But sometimes we put too much pressure on men to be in a relationship.
Man.
And sometimes if I'm in
Pressure.
a box, you
What's that
put
song?
me in
Pressure.
a box. So now I'm trying to coddle your feelings, but you're
Pusha
so
T
fucking
and
emotional.
Lil Wayne, that
right?
pressure.
I don't want to say
Pressure.
anything. So now I gotta sneak. Because I can't even have an honest conversation with you.
Hey,
You
but
be
I
flipping
think
out.
women
Yeah.
been sneaking. I think women been sneaking for centuries.
No, we just smarter than y'all. That's it. We just smarter than y'all. That's it. It ain't about us being sneaky. It's just men are so careless and reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some men. I think it's more. 90% of men that cheat get caught.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Because y'all so reckless, y'all so careless. It's like, dude, and then you gonna get her mad, and then she gonna call, like, you got Barbara calling Shirley.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Hey, well, I got. What if a fella come out the gate? Say, baby, this how we kick it. This how I kick it.
Yeah.
You dig? And I got some friends over here, and they like to kick it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
do you want to kick it like this too? Because if messing
Then it
with
ain't
me,
cheating.
But we're not-
messing with me,
but-
so that ain't cheating.
Yeah, she agreed.
But hold on, man. Wait a minute, because I didn't see anywhere, man. They didn't got in there, man, and before you know it, because it's so fly and all that, and they catch feelings behind that, man.
But you
she
know
signed
what,
the
Rob?
contract in the
Catch feelings
beginning.
behind that,
You
man.
can't renege on the contract.
But
She
it's
signed the
our
contract in
No
the
more
beginning.
new,
Travis is right.
no more new people.
Right.
No. Travis is right. When you agree that you're going to accept this and this is where we go wrong, right? So let's be mature about about this conversation. When I accept who you are, this is one of the reasons why I say, you know, I ain't rushing into nothing, because that means if I commit to you, I've committed to everything that exists in you. And right now, you might not be everything I want to commit to.
Would you be able to handle that? No, say fella come say, hey, maybe, you know, because that's what you're saying in a lot of ways.
Here's my point. If I agree to that, I can't switch the game up without a conversation.
Come on now.
Right? No. You cannot. I ain't talking about what our emotions lead us to do. I said you cannot switch up, because I've already agreed to Travis what it is. And I've had that situation where I've agreed to, I said, hey, listen, I don't want to be in a committed relationship. Now, if you catch feelings because it's good, I don't got nothing to do with that.
That just happened to me.
You need to manage yourself.
You caught feelings.
I caught feelings.
You know what? But you know, my baby daddy told me.
Go ahead.
I put it on my Facebook page too. I was hurt.
Y'all hear me talking about the several of them. Listen, judge your mama. I got a few baby daddies. Get out my business. I was smart enough to leave.
Hold on,
I'm just saying, I was smart enough to leave. I ain't make the same mistake twice. But my daughter dad that passed away, rest in peace, he was the best. Rest in peace, Buck, we miss you. But he was like, baby, he told me, he said, I sell drugs. I ain't never gonna be with just one woman. You the main one. He tried to pull that Jody baby boy. You who I love. You know where the stash at. I said, I'm gonna kill you. I can't do this. I was 6 months pregnant, climbing on that girl roof. You know, so it was like the ignorant.
You climbed on the roof?
Man, it was like I was meant to be up there, because it was just it was a guy riding down the alley with a bike, and it was a ladder out of no. I said, can you help me get that ladder, sir? He was like, this ladder? I said, sir, can you please help me get this ladder? He said, what happened? I said, I locked myself out the house. I could only get in the top window. So me and the man, honest to God, true story. Me and the man, we put because I'm knowing you in there. I sat on that girl roof from like 4 a.m. to 8:22 when he came out. And I jumped off the roof on him. 6 months pregnant. And we rolling down the hill. We throw it down.
How that baby doing?
And look, Kiana here. Kiana know, like, I have had, and it was like, it took for me to be this age where I'm like, and I thank God I have an amazing husband, somebody that's quiet and low and cool. He let me know, like, don't talk to me like you checking me. Right. But because me and Kiana we done had to jump baby daddies. Right. I done been on roofs. I done did it all. Like Kiana said we can have all our booze in the same room and they won't know. And my brother Michael said, tell your friends to meet my friends, and we can all be friends.
But that's crazy because it's so with all the cheating that I did back in the days. You know what I'm saying? When we get
all the cheating.
Here goes Shaggy. It wasn't me.
He said all the cheating.
You know what I'm saying? I'm at the point now in my life that I'm really ready to settle down and get married.
And ain't nobody gonna take you serious.
Hey, listen,
but this is the time I won't cheat though.
Hey, that's
you know what I'm saying? I got it all out of my system.
Man. So what I would tell you, hold on, this is what I would say.
I got it all out of my system.
I would say to you, don't tell people your history. Right?
Why not? I'd rather be up.
No, let me tell you why.
If they don't trust, I'd rather be up from you.
One of the issues, right?
It's gonna come out anyway.
Because what happens is you don't know how whole a person is.
Mine ain't.
Right.
And so what happens is we tell our story to people, and now they have developed this insecurity. Like, oh, she cold. She was slick with that story. Now I'm just telling you what happened, right? We just chopping it up. We Netflix and chill. I'm telling you.
You mean they done size you up? You didn't gave the
now they know, like, he'll move like
my wife gonna meet my baby mama. They gonna tell everything. Why you tell me that?
Hey, what we want to do though? We do want to get some other folks because this is good, and there's some folks in the background cracking. I'm talking about labor. I'm talking about the same.
My girl Jamie back here.
Right.
Oh yeah, Jamie. Hey, y'all know who Jamie is. And here she comes. Yeah, we finna get Jamie up here.
Who else? No more.
We need one more. Come on, y'all.
Hey,
so we finna play revolving chairs.
Travis ain't cheating no more, y'all.
I'm cheating. I'm ready.
He look ready.
You gotta swap out.
Yeah, let's swap out. I swap out.
Hey, Trav, I bet they say you look ready, man.
Yeah.
He said, my brother Michael said, not the cheat code.
Oh, yeah. You know, we got to do it. Okay, hold on.
Hey, thank you, Travis.
Oh, Keisha at the door.
You sound like
Okay, I
an
got
active
it.
cheater.
Somebody at the door.
Oh my God!
Serial cheater.
Serial cheater.
Wait, it's like they tell me your story.
Exactly.
No, be
Hey,
honest.
thank you.
See, Pastor Ken said, "Be honest."
Yeah.
Now it's too much time. Sometimes it ain't about being honest. It's about shutting your mouth up.
Women tell too much anyway.
All right, y'all. Hey, that was such a hot topic. So we gonna continue to elaborate some, especially we got Miss Jamie in the house. Oh my God! And you know she be popping the bobo for real. So what we gonna do is, I got another question. Can a relationship genuinely become stronger after surviving infidelity, or is the damage irreparable? Share stories or perspectives that challenge or confirm this idea.
Well,
Hey, okay.
let me call him and I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna start out. I'm starting out. I ain't really never been into the cheating type of situation where you went through a whole bunch of changes, where you was getting your window buses and you dirty dog this and all that. I ain't.
Oh, you didn't play that?
No, because I was all my game out the gate. This how I go. You know what I mean? Now I have matured and I know how to do some different things. However, the relationships I have seen. Because folks come talk to me. I got a couple of things to say. I think I know something, a little something. And one of the things is trying to repair their relationships after dude done did this or honey done did that. And a lot of times it be Rhodey coming up to me saying, man, she did this, that, and the blase Skippy. He said, but man, the package is the package is outstanding. You dig what I'm saying?
That's what I was going to say.
What I'm going to do?
It depends on what the initial expectation of the relationship was.
Okay.
What was your intent in that relationship? Because unfortunately, although we go into relationships with an intent.
Okay.
So if you and I were together and you cheated, and in the beginning we addressed what we were looking for in the relationship. So for me, it might just be stability. So I don't give a damn what you do, who you do it with, when you do it. You have women with that type of attitude.
No doubt.
So
thank the Lord for him too, girl.
She ain't me. Let's be clear. She ain't me.
Okay.
She definitely ain't me.
I was just saying,
and that's what I'm saying. It's the conversations that's had in place. Because see, for me, again, I'm cut from a whole different cloth. I was born with, I come from a whole line of pimps, players, prostitutes, all that. I come from a whole line of that. So it ain't nothing that a man can do that's I'm actually gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. I expect it. You know what I'm saying? My father raised me. Right. I'm a dad. Right. I'm a dad's girl for real. Okay. And all of my brothers, and they would do things to women, and I would be you talking to a 5, 6, 7-year-old girl that's very impressionable, and they would do things to a woman right here, turn around, look at me, and I never let no nigga do no. And I'd be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I grew up with that. So again, it's what you expected in the beginning, but then in the instant that you do go through the cheating process with this person, you say, oh, okay, we passed this. One, he better, if he's the cheater, he better worry about what my intent is. Right. Number one. Right. What do I really have him there for? That's the first thing. But it's the maturity level, because I can say, okay, I forgive you. It's your how quickly you can heal within yourself. How valuable was that offense to you in your character? You know what I'm saying? I can say today, I forgive you, I'm sorry, but the first time you go to the gas station and I know it take you 2.3 seconds, now it's 4.5. I got a problem, because that's what happens in relationships. That means I'm not over that. I just brushed it under the rug. It can survive if you can get past that inequity.
So it almost say like
Mike said like that's too much.
It sounds like she said,
but it's the reality. It happens.
It sounds like forgive but verify,
and that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Again, it depends on your intent. In that
I gotta tell you though, I'm gonna keep it 100.
I'm gonna let you know out the gate. I don't know how to be number 2, 3, 4, and 5 unless you want to be 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we on even keel. I'm not one. And the thing it is, as women, and it's a lot of women and sisters. I love y'all, but y'all got some things all mixed up. You go in this relationship like you said earlier, and it's all bubbles and giggles and he now you in your feelings.
Right.
Now you forgot that he told you, no, baby, I got Tina over here, I got Becky over here, and now you want to feel like yo, better than her, so you can conquer him and change him. That's not how that go.
Right.
That's not
Can
how
I
that
chime
go.
in?
Yes,
Yeah.
So I did want to.
She called dude a serial.
He kept on saying like back in the day when I cheated like that, you were an active cheater.
He really want to say he's sorry to y'all.
I would say I agree with her with when she said like it depends on what y'all expectations were when you came into the relationship, and it also depends on age, because I can say from experience I went into a relationship where he like see, I said relationship. We ain't in a relationship. We just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, we ain't in a relationship. But then when things get serious or you do certain things, I'm like, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so it's kind of depending on where you at with maturity, where you at with, I guess just that person in general, because
with the relationship
we could just be, you know what I'm saying?
Because
we could just be together, but we not. I feel like everybody got different definitions of everything. So
Again,
it's just a matter of.
And it's two totally
but
different perspectives because wait a minute, because Takayla, how old are you?
27.
And Jamie,
48.
So we got two totally different perspectives. Yes, different things with generations.
But at the whole dynamic, because I agree with her, believe it or not, it's the same. Again, it's the intent on what you were expecting. Was it a conversation that we were ever? And that's the problem. We don't have these conversations. We assume based on our attraction of each other, and we assume that this person has the capacity that I see in them, that I expect them to be what I thought he was.
But that ain't never accurate though.
Exactly. Because what she said, we don't have that conversation. Are we together? And what does together look like to you? What is your definition of? Am I your woman, your girlfriend? Am I a priority? Are you leading me? I mean, what are we doing?
But let's say we had that conversation.
And it's assumed that we in a relationship. Now you cheated, and you like, no, I didn't know we was in a. Wait a minute.
But let's say we had that conversation, and he make it clear, like this isn't a relationship. This is what we're doing, and y'all agree or whatever. But he began to display relationship things. Now you want to do this together. Now you want to do that together. But you made that clear in the beginning. So am I wrong for calling that cheating, or am I wrong
you
for
are
you know
wrong
what I'm saying?
For calling that cheating?
We made it clear in the beginning, but now you're not acting like you just.
But that's the thing about it.
None
None of us, even when he made it clear, you as a woman is not even displaying that as you accepted him making that clear. Because what we do, we go in these relationships and we act in the capacity of somebody's wife already. We act in the capacity of somebody's husband already. Clear story. I had dated a guy. We broke up. He dated somebody else. We decided we're gonna try it again. So we can't forgive.
Okay.
Right. But this, because they had they had a business together. So I kind of had to look past that relationship because I need that coin too. Don't get it twisted. So, but you're not gonna get out my bed to tell. He did this. This happened. This real life. He got a stormy morning to get out of my bed to tell me that he got to go by her daddy house to help him shovel the snow. Hold on, player. Now you acting like a man, not a business partner. So on your way to her daddy house, make sure you go holler at Mr. Underwood and get that shit over there done too. Because we doing daddy great. See, that's what I'm saying. We act in those capacities. So you can't. You have to set that foundation. You have to say, okay, no, we're not in a relationship, but these are the things that I expect of you, or these are the things that I want you to do, or these are the things that I hope that you do, and give that person a choice to say, hey, okay.
Now I hear the young lady too, though. Because when you do get in a relationship and you have that understanding of what feelings is gonna be developed,
especially from
I'm talking about, especially if you know what you're doing. I'm talking about. I think they was talking about breaking backs or something like that. You dig? I'm talking about if you know how to break a back. You dig? I'm talking about
but here's the thing about that though,
and make them feel good. I'm talking about upstairs. Inside. I'm talking about you're gonna feel some kind of way.
You're gonna feel some type of way.
What I mean?
But that's the problem. We have to learn to change that dynamic because you got your black bone out don't mean we together, baby. That's not what that means. And women have that bad because I'm that woman. If you get this, we go together. I don't care what you say. I'm you, me.
it 100. Keep it 100. See, there we go. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Don't play this.
But here's the thing. I'm a different, again, at the beginning, I'm a different type of woman. This is addressed out the gate. This ain't nothing that I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to play along with it, and I don't care. I don't care. No, day one, I'm letting you know I don't know how to be number 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how to do none of that.
You know,
and a lot of women lie to themselves and say that they can handle that because they like this gentleman or it feels good or the way that they looks good. But then again, back to what she said, it's a maturity level. Yeah. These young girls, a lot of them ain't made it there yet. So you got them out there calling your mama bald head hoes because
that's what she is. She's very bald head. She ain't got no hair on her head. That's what she
is. Hey, hold up. There go mama.
Look, hey, Rob, we got some comments from the audience. So, Mike said, I'm not doing a lot of back and forth about shit. Either get it or good night. And Kiana said, we live in potential. And then, and Mike said, when everything has to continuously be defined, things will always be misconstrued.
Absolutely.
So,
that's why out the gate.
Mike said, listen, I love Mike's my brother. I can't wait. When he come in town, we got to have him up here. He always.
Come on in, Reese.
Yep. You know, that's my little brother.
Yeah, that's why it has to be. But you have people that I feel like we lie to ourselves. That's the problem. You know what I mean? We think we lying to them, but we're lying to ourselves because we can't say, dude, listen, I am not your woman.
You know, see, I gotta say though, you know, because I flow different. I'm talking about mine on the table, baby. This is it right here.
And it's only a.
This is how it goes.
Have you ever had any issues with women?
He has.
Not knowing their place.
No. I always had issues. I'm talking about, especially when.
Wow, we some comments from the corners when you get done.
For sure. You know, I always had some issues, especially when those feelings came in. You know, it's like, you know, it's when everything good, you know, out the gate, because, you know, they figure I'm finna mess with this dude, blase skipping, you did.
Right.
But as soon as those feelings touched in, when it was like, man, it's really molded this cat.
Fun when the rabbit got the
This is why you do not lie to, ladies, do not lie to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know not one woman that can handle it.
But I don't think feelings lie. I don't think feelings lie, though.
In the beginning.
I don't think feelings lie.
In the beginning,
comments from the audience.
In the beginning, it's an infatuation. It's a want of you. It's a what I think you could be. So in the beginning, it's not. But when the feelings kick in, now you lie. But we know who we are. We know we're emotional creatures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I know that. Okay. For example, I don't tell my business, but I have some people. You know what I mean? For sure. Out of state, and I told them I ain't never did the out of state thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I said, but please do understand that this gonna get complicated because I'm easy to love. I might be hard to keep, but I'm easy to love.
There we go.
You know what I mean? So now you know, let me know what you can deal, because I'm gonna let you know what I can deal with. And that's we don't have them conversations.
You know, keeping it 102, man. I will say that, you know, I was with that. You know, if we ain't married, you dig what I'm saying? This how I go. That's it. Until I get married. You dig what I'm saying? And fortunately, I have. I'm a very, very good boy.
But again,
I'm just saying. But until then, you dig what I'm saying? This is how it went.
But
I had some different.
But in reality, does that really play out the way you think in your head is going to play?
That's the point I was trying to make.
It never plays out that way. You can put it on the table
all day, every day. It don't never play out that way.
You can show her. Matter of fact, come over Becky's house.
No, it don't play out that. No, it don't.
Right. So this is the thing. At some point, we can talk about how it happens, but when are we going to talk about how it's supposed to go?
My brother's on.
Like you said, until I'm married, but we don't have that. We meet these, and I went through it. I'm like, dude, since I was 16 years old, I've been somebody's woman. Dude don't know if I brush my teeth. I'm Jamie, we together. And I had to take a break for that. And I had to say, God, you know what? I don't want no relationship. I don't even like these Negroes, first of all. I don't see no longevity. Whatever that desire is, get that away from me. Because, again.
It wasn't the back, was it?
It wasn't the back. It wasn't the back. It wasn't the back, because I'm the captain of the ship. It wasn't the back. I'm the captain of the ship. Put it this way, I ain't got
that'll change the game. Though. I don't care what nobody be saying. You know, y'all be talking slick and all this. I'm talking about a fella come in and break that backboard.
Break the bag. What they got to do with anything?
A lot.
Let me say that. It really don't. It really don't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because sex is emotional for women. Dude, the minute you piss me off, I could be dripping before you come in the house. But the minute I'm pissed off, it's dry as this hair.
Yes, Rico.
So it don't mean nothing.
talking about cheating.
Men think that that's the problem. That's why they're not proper leaders, because they think they lead with that. Dude, I don't care none of a whole baby.
Yeah, maybe they used to back in the 1960s or something, but it's a new generation.
Come out of
so
here, what are you really doing? Other than I mentally just love you and I like you. You know what I mean? I done dealt with somebody who really, should have still been in Pampers, because what you got going on down there. But I love you. I want to be with you, so we'll figure something else out for you to do. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So it's psychological. It's not. I mean, but again, I think
the point I was trying to say was that, like, regardless of whatever conversations it's had, whatever clear intentions everybody said, like, it's still gonna get sticky. Like, it's still gonna get, somebody's still gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It all boils down to what kind of person you are outside of a relationship, what kind of values and morals you have just as a person. Like, forget a relationship, because regardless of what we said in the beginning,
self-control,
outside of that, as who you are as a person is going to
Are you letting a relationship dictate you, or do you know how to dictate and control yourself?
Yeah. I'm just going to chime in. We're going to be moving on to another segment, but I do love exactly what you ladies was just saying. It really depends on who you are. If you've matured, and if you're around some of the, and you gotta be around some of the right people so you can get the right information. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta have that. And one thing I can say about ladies, man, I got to give it to y'all, because y'all clever. We ain't got nothing on y'all, man. I'm talking about cheating. Dudes can't cheat. Dudes don't know how to cheat. None of that
we got it from y'all.
I know y'all did.
No, we didn't. We got caught.
We took what y'all did and we mastered it.
And y'all put a spell on it. Y'all mastered it. Some magic and craft and everything.
That's the problem. Y'all are so. I swear to God. Up until probably 5 years ago, I really felt like it's a big black book somewhere, and y'all got all this bullshit rolled in, and somebody on chapter 14 and somebody on chapter 912, but it's all the same shit. You get attitudes for no reason, your schedule change, you inconsistent all of a sudden. Niggas used to be in the house at 9:30. Y'all at 9:30, you got somewhere to go every night, because the bitch worked third shift, right? Yeah. So you gotta go pick her up for a take her to work. It's so obvious.
What if you a player though?
Are you really a player, or are you playing yourself?
I'm talking about a real player. I ain't talking about no.
Is that really a real player?
I ain't talking about no bomber, dude. I'm talking about the real deal.
Because I ain't met one that ain't got caught yet. I have yet to meet one that's got caught. So is there really a real player?
There we go. That's all I'm trying to say. Hey, y'all, that's gonna take us to the next segment. So we gonna grab some other folks coming on here, because they want to do their thing, and we thank y'all so much. Hey, Jamie, good looking for coming through, baby. We gonna keep you here.
No problem.
Hey, Miss. Hey, so sweet. Listen, you better get listen. I want to meet that fella. Make sure he gonna be right. You did.
He needs some direction.
Yeah, he needs some direction.
All right.
You got one, boy. Don't play.
Hey, look, Rita said you start accusing your women of cheating when you're the one doing it. Yeah, ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun.
Hey, listen, it ain't. Hey, listen, we just got
We done
Q.
switched up, y'all.
Hey, we got Q on deck. I don't know, Q finna tell us something deep, though, boy.
Put it on me.
Hurry up and put that.
You didn't say a word. I was so disappointed.
Okay.
Oh, I get it.
Put your head up. Yeah, come on with
I ain't
it.
got no headphones.
Put your headphones on, bro.
You gonna help me?
You got it. My husband might see that and think I'm being inappropriate.
You ain't said nothing since the podcast.
I'm just talking crazy.
Hey, y'all. Hey, so what we finna do, we finna keep it moving,
I know you too, bro. I'm just talking crazy.
Yeah, we finna keep it moving.
All right,
and we gonna jump onto the next subject. And what role does communication play in preventing cheating? And can an open dialogue about attraction outside the relationship actually strengthen the bond? And I'm gonna turn this question over straight to Q. Do you want me to read it again, sir?
That was so long and drawn out. You're gonna have to do it again. Go for it, Rob.
Okay, give it here, man. What roles, Q, does communication play in preventing cheating? And can an open dialogue about attractions outside the relationship actually strengthen the bond?
That's very good. First of all, in my opinion, it's about maturity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we meet people, either we meeting people because we really want to be with them or we horny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people want to fuck. Mm-hmm. And then they start putting all these standards on people they want to fuck. You know what I mean? Either you want somebody that you done thought about, you've been sitting a long time, celibate, and you got them just in your mind, and they just, you done played out the story. Or you want to fuck.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, what I want to say on this,
and
though.
Then when they fucking,
wait a minute. Wait a minute, kid. Wait a minute.
Now they want to make them their man.
Hey. You know what I want to say about this though, man, is community. I'm thinking on the line of, man. I know me and my wife, we done been out. You did, and we see some pretty women, and she'll hurry up and say, "Baby, man, look," and I'm gonna look.
That's a relationship.
You did what I'm saying? I know that's what I'm saying. But we had to build.
You built that.
No question about that.
I get it.
You did what I'm saying? Just
After
like a dude. Some dudes, he said, "Baby, look at that dude. It's really." I said, "Man, this joker and he gay." And you know what I'm saying?
And y'all in sync. Y'all inseparable.
You did what I'm saying? But you know, you really have to get there.
That's right.
Now, my thinking though, Q, man, if you with a girl, man, because Q, I done seen you flowing some, man. You trying to, you know, you kicking. Yeah, they want to screw. I'm gonna say screw. You dig? I'm from the old school.
The way you
I can't help it. But how in the world can you communicate from that happening?
You know, I'll say this, Rob.
I know you talking about how you feel, what you feel they want to do.
I feel you, baby, and I'm gonna say this. I know you.
Yes, sir.
And you're a 100 person. And you done built your repertoire. You done built yourself up to a point where you have a certain standard. I get it. But then you have other people who haven't been through that.
Mm-hmm.
And when they meet somebody, they where they are.
True.
Two people get together, if they had no mindset about building nothing, man, listen, emotions get heavy. People do stuff that they really don't think about, and they end up in a situation. Mm-hmm. And after they in that situation, they haven't really thought about, they real feelings surface. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, I really don't like you like that. You know, I don't really know you. I really don't like you. And so what happens is people do exactly what their nature calls them to do. And so they make a decision.
I want to hear now, we just had a young lady sit over here. I want to hear her opinion. Because she just looked like she really got something smart to say. You did what I'm saying?
For sure.
Hey, y'all. Totally want to glasses. So I think that the people in a relationship have to be extremely secure and mature in order to...
Both of them?
Yeah.
All right.
Have to be mature and secure in order to have conversations about attraction outside the relationship, which now I talk to my guy about another woman, but I'm not about to talk to my guy about another man. Men cannot handle that.
Nope.
They can't?
Y'all can't.
No.
That's when you said it.
Hey, you show?
What you mean? Listen, we got some comments. What do you say? Let's go back.
She
Mike
better not
said,
come tell me about no Mark. If it's a Mark, she better not.
No, hold on. Wait a minute. Kiana said,
I got a question.
we will. I'm going to read some comments. No, you good, bro. She said, we will, as women, live a whole relationship with someone who told us that ain't what they want. And then, G, what's up, G? Hold on. Dang, where the other comments go? My brother, tomorrow he should be on this show, man.
I got a comment for
y'all
the
talking about Rico, Jesus with Rico Cole. You do not want to put Memphis, our very own. Hold on, let me give you these last two comments. My bro Bart about this the conversation. Yeah, you want to be a part of it? You scared? Michael Reese said, "Not screw." He said,
"The sister said men don't like to."
Wait a minute, I got one more comment.
Okay, baby.
Give me one more. Don't call me baby online. Like excuse me.
Well, that's a figurative term. I ain't trying to claim nobody.
Come on now, Q.
I'm just being me.
Rita said no to the second part, and no amount of communication is going to stop a man from cheating if that's what he want to do.
Or a woman.
Or a woman.
Yeah.
I do agree.
All my brothers out here.
And once again, though, cheating is something that you doing against that person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if you cheat, you doing something, to the person who you say you supposed to be loving and caring about this, that, and the other.
Well, y'all have to define what cheating is to the other person.
And you know what?
Assume that somebody think you know what cheating means, or vice versa.
Okay.
Have to be established.
Well, cheating is cheating, though. When it's all said, cheating. When you get caught up in the game, and you got this girl talking about you left your stuff. You done cheated. or some dude, because y'all get caught up too. The women get caught up in the game too. But they get caught up in the game. When they get caught up in the game, it'd be a whole bunch of stuff in it. It'd be all kind of twists and turns.
Rob, I think in order to really cheat, you got to be intelligent enough to do it. If a person ain't intelligent and they don't even know who they are,
he calling all the men slow because men always get caught.
Seriously,
men
you got to
like
be
that.
intelligent enough to cheat. If you a cheater, I ain't saying nothing about no man. I'm just a man talking. I ain't said man or
But you said you got to be intelligent, but the statistics say...
Intelligent, male or female.
But the statistics say more men get caught cheating than women.
I understand that, and I ain't trying to fight none of that. All I'm saying is in order to cheat, you got to be intelligent. If you going to make a conscious decision to do that, then you thinking about it. And a lot of times when you end up in a situation where you done cheated, if you ain't really thought out who you with.
Well, we want to prevent it now, though. Let's prevent it.
But you know what?
What kind of dialogue can we have to be able to prevent it?
Let me ask you this. So Tyler Perry, y'all seen Why Did I Get Married, right? Mm-hmm. Why Did I Get Married Too? Or what is the second one called?
Yeah.
Okay. And remember when he was paying attention to his wife and it was his guy at the law firm and he was telling her, he was like, I pay attention to you changing. And he was like, if you thought about having sex with him, you should have went ahead and did it. So then when he got with his friends and he was like, man, listen, men, we'll cheat. Bam, here, put the $40 on the counter and go about our business. He said, but women are emotional. It's some type of connection. I beg to differ, but I'm just saying, because it's some savage women that'll be like, all right, then, what you about to do?
I beg to differ.
This is pre-marriage. So we talking about old stuff too, babe. Right. You gonna tell
Hey, Tanya.
Yeah. So I feel like you right, Rashida. It's like sometimes I tell men all the time. And I was telling my brother, not Rico, because Rico was the fool, but when we stop yelling, when we stop asking y'all where y'all going, when we stop fussing, we stop complaining. No, we calling Nate. I'm in a bind, Nate. So when we stop, because I ain't even gonna worry about it no more. That's what I had the most experience with my daughter. I used to be chasing, following him. And I was like, you know what? I can get me a man too. So
is we talking about preventing cheating, or we talking about solidifying? Where we at with it?
Make it clear.
What you say?
I'm saying, is we trying to focus on how to stop this, or we gonna go ahead and create
let's talk
a philanthropist of genius? I mean, what are we on? We're trying to destroy homes and families?
No,
what are we doing?
We're preventing it because I got married, so I knew I was good. So I knew I didn't want to. I was like, you know what? It's time. My brother Dave said he wished he had to work today, and Rita said men always think that, Tasha, but that's why we don't get caught. I'm sorry, whoops. That's why they don't get caught.
So I said earlier, it takes an intelligent person to cheat. So when I say that, I say a person who's deciding to cheat is someone who's fed up, and you did all those demonstrations. You said about who? I'm gonna call John because I ain't got to deal with this. Or whoever.
Call Nate.
Nate, whoever that was. It takes an intelligent person to do that. A lot of times when you don't think things out and you don't really sit down and figure out what you want in your life, you end up cheating. That's the bottom line. You cheat on people because you don't know what you want. And you're not satisfied and you're not content. Sister said earlier that men don't know how to talk about other men, right? Is that what you said?
No, what I meant was, I'm not going to have a conversation about another man that I see as attractive, or I might have some affinity for with my man, or just saying, I'm not finna, you my man, ooh, baby, look at his body, oh my God, he's so fine, I can't stop staring at him. I'm not about to talk to you about that, no, because you won't admit it to me, and a lot of men not going to admit this is my opinion. That's going to create a level of security in you if I do that.
Insecurity.
And insecurity. Sure. Yeah, and in some ways it'll emasculate a man.
Well, what if you could talk to your man about that?
Men are different.
Well, what if you could talk to him?
Wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Because you understand some pros and cons about that.
I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it.
Because y'all going to be laying down at night like, what you mean his muscles was like that?
That might make me want to get my muscles like that.
Baby, let me
motivate me.
What you mean?
Make me strong.
You like that nigga?
Right, exactly.
I don't like the nigga, but I want to get strong.
Yeah, but I talk to you about another woman like, oh, babe, you see how big her booty is? She bad, she fine.
So that ain't fair.
You gonna look at her anyway, and you gonna have those thoughts in your mind.
Let's have a conversation about it. It's been a number of times.
That ain't fair though.
It's been a number of times. My wife see the. I got a little old. I got a young wife. You did fine and all that old stuff too. And it ain't no way she ain't looking at some of these old basketball. She love basketball, football, all that crazy. On there looking good. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no way. I'm gonna say, baby, and I know she looking. You dig what I'm saying?
My brother.
Hey,
look what we have conversation about it.
Ain't no question I'm gonna have a conversation. I want to know.
Listen, my brother Rico, I tip my hat out to my brother because he be telling me, he be like, listen, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And they be right with the stuff. He said, men cheat because it's right there and it's right in their face and there's no real attraction. We just want to bust a nut. That's Women right. cheat because they want to like the man. That's why the emotions get tied up quickly once they get the dick.
and that's on
Thanks, brother.
Because when you cheat, I'm just saying, men cheat for different reasons. That's on the real.
Some women cheat for the same reasons
but it's very few women cheat for the same reason.
But women,
it's very few. They few and far apart.
A lot of time we do it because you do it.
Huh? But sometimes I agree.
It's cool when they do it.
And get feeling and get caught up in your feelings when you do it too.
Not all the time.
Well, they ain't break no back then.
But see, it's when you get to a certain age, it's bigger than. What else can you give me than breaking my back?
I agree.
You got a great.
So I know this though.
Right.
I can't see you just going to get a dummy.
True.
You know what I mean? Just because the dummy, because you're gonna be able to. Hey, do you know how to cheat too? You know what I'm saying? He got to be trained. The person you're going to cheat with got to be trained.
I don't know how to cheat.
You know, this all I'm talking about.
I gave it all up.
So back to what we were saying in the beginning. The sister, I really appreciate certain people.
Right, Mike. You got a great nigga. Go ahead, Mike.
I really appreciate certain conversations because it's real and it's authentic. When you understand cheating is an intelligent decision, and you got to be really into that to make that decision. So for real, a lot of times when I look at people that cheat, I look at people that are not happy with each other. They're not satisfied with each other. And it ultimately causes them to make a decision, right? So in essence, if I like a woman, I'm talking about me as a man. Ain't no way I'm going to cheat on her.
Boy, if you like a woman.
I like a woman, I'm going to pick her fine like I like her. She going to have all the qualities like I like her.
And you still going to dip off of Mary Kay down the block and she put that booty in your face.
That ain't true. I'm going to see the booty. I'm going to see the booty. But I promise you, if I'm wise and I'm intelligent and I'm mature, I'm going to say no because I don't know that woman. That is not my woman. My woman do too much.
Boy, that sound real slick.
Listen, man, it's a lot of poor ass niggas. It's a lot of poor ass niggas.
Q just gave y'all the game.
A poor ass nigga will cheat because he ain't got nothing to lose. But a nigga that's rich and full of all kind of mistakes and understand what he want, man, he gonna look at that woman with all that booty and see it probably stink. Her stinking ass coming over here bothering me.
Hey.
Man, listen to me. I'm telling the truth.
I thought, at least
I got something built with this girl. Man, you my man, so we building. That's my man. You my man. Man, we building. What I'm gonna jack that off for a nigga that's panhandling? Come on, man. I don't panhandle. I don't play with them kind of cats.
Almost accurate. Almost accurate.
Hey, y'all.
Talk to me, because I want to hear some real shit.
Almost. There are men that have everything they want in a woman, and they gonna still cheat because that's who they are.
Okay,
period.
That's probably the truth.
It is.
But I'm talking about Q. I can't talk about nobody else. I'm talking about Q.
Yeah,
Rob, earlier when you talked, you said, I don't cheat. It was because of wisdom. You had done that shit before. Some of us done been through this rigmarole. Some of us done had them experiences. Now, you too tired of a person to recognize that I'm done. I get it. You go out, you think I'm going to do it. That's a psychological thing. That's a mental problem. That's a psychological illness. But if you ready and I'm ready, shit, we finna get it. And I ain't finna deny you if you don't deny me. And if I hear any of that illness, I'm gonna get the hell out your way because I don't want to go through that no more. It's just that simple. People that got time for get back gonna do what they do. I'm mad. You done hurt me. I'm looking for a nigga to hurt. Come on, let's do it. I mean, it's maturity. It's intelligent when you understand what I'm talking about. When we get to a point when we're old enough to recognize the differences, hey, we gonna do what's right. You told me don't call you baby early. Why you say that shit?
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. That's another podcast, baby. That's another. We gonna go ahead and move on to the next chapter.
She checked your nigga, Rob.
Hey, wait a minute, man. She'll do it again. So I'm trying to keep it moving. You did. We gonna let some more folks come on up here and jam, and then we gonna have our coach come in and kick the bobo and let him run the show. Hey, but we've been having some wonderful conversations, and the people coming in, they know what they talking about. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call none of them no cheaters. You dig what I'm saying? However, I'm gonna give everybody their props, and Dom gonna come in though and really close this session out because we done been through a lot. I'm talking about, man, and I thank the Lord. I'm so good today, man.
Man, my girl briefing to my girl briefing to take my co-hosting. She gonna take the co-hosting seat. Yeah.
She got something to say too, boy.
Is it? You know what? I love her. She said, "Clean your lens, it gets fuzzy." Hold on, Rob. All right, there she go. Look.
You know what, Rob? I want to talk about this book. I know we switching out, right? I want to talk about this book. I bought this book a couple years ago. It's called Opening Up. It's literally a book about open relationships, right? When I first initially bought this book, shout out to my cousin who has been instrumental in helping me stay grounded as a woman. But when I first bought the book, I didn't even understand all the dynamics of what a relationship is. And so reading the book really helped me to expand my understanding of what relationships can look like, right? And why we should not be so haste to be like, oh, you mine, you me, right? Because we need to, one, get to know people. We need to get to know people with us, right? We need to know ourselves with others. And we need to give people the freedom to be who they are. Absolutely. To be who they are. And these are the things that keep us in, our own bondage, right? We have this perception of what a relationship should be. And that might be, for some people, you might have a Snow White fairy tale, happily ever after, it was perfect. But, depending on who you're with, it might not necessarily roll out like that. And so this book, Opening Up, it's a book about open relationships. I think it's important for us as we are working to be mature in how we engage, because I feel like, marriage for me has to be a business agreement. So one of the reasons why I'm not so haste is because if I can't do business with you, I can't marry you. And that's my own piece, right? But it helps me also, reading that book helped me also understand while I'm on this journey, because I want to be married. I was married before, right? It didn't work out. I ain't mad, right? I initiated the divorce. But on my journey to do it again, because this is about building wealth, this is about building legacy, this is what marriage has been historically. Historically, marriage has been a contractual obligation to help us preserve wealth. We don't even see marriage like that.
At all.
We ain't never seen it like that. White women are groomed for this.
So let me ask you this.
Open it up,
and I'm
y'all.
talking to the whole table because we opening up. Mm-hmm. So, and I heard you say this, Bria, and we're gonna talk openly. Are we saying open relationships is cool, or should we have a contract, or should we have it written out? So, because a lot of times what I've learned is that initially what we don't do is tell a person what we require in a relationship. Yep. And I think that from a woman's standpoint, she will be more open to, attracted to, or respect a man that brings that to the table in the beginning. Because that lets her know, like, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm not doing. And like you say, I'm not gonna say it's a business, but it's an agreement. It's an understanding. And so I think with us, one of the things that we fail to do as a people, as a culture, or however you want to call it, is to really just have that conversation the right way so we know where we at.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so we got Miss Jamie, we got Bria, we got my guy TJ in the building. So TJ, I don't know, would you like to address that first, and we gonna have a little talk here?
Okay, if we're gonna be 100, marriage has always been
a little louder, TJ, in that mic.
If we're gonna be 100, marriage has always been about business and an agreement to sustain family.
Okay.
And a legacy.
Okay.
One thing we don't do, which we got away from.
I can't hear you in this microphone, TJ.
Yeah,
go on, talk that, because we educating too the people today.
Well, you might want to turn it up. Then.
No, you okay. Make sure the mic is connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you good.
Okay, cool. So marriage has always been a business agreement.
Okay.
If you go back in history and time, it's always been a business agreement. What we got away from is courtship. We do not court.
Will you marry me?
We do not know each other.
It's dating, courting,
right.
marriage.
It's not even. It's actually courting, dating, then marriage.
Dating is to get to know you. I need to.
That's
that's
courting.
No, that's not courting. Dating, there's dating, then courting is when you start to court. Now you're looking at the end result to marry. You putting in a commitment in courting. Dating is me and TJ went to dinner. Me and TJ hung out. I got to see what he liked. Do he like blue? Do I like red?
Jamie, you talking that mic because you know I like when you talk, Jamie. We need to hear.
Right.
Hey, share that microphone with her, TJ. Share that mic, man.
Okay, I gave you the Let me say
there we go.
Let me say this, because that's the problem. Okay. We got the whole dynamic mixed up. It's dating. Dating is to get to know. Courting is I know you, I see something, maybe this can go to marriage at some point. So I'm going to commit to you now. Now we're committed to see what our next journey is.
Right.
That's the difference. And we don't date anymore. When you meet me, hi TJ, I'm Jamie, we TJ, oh she fine, that's my girl, dog. Let me introduce you to my girl. I'm automatically yours.
Jamie, let's see what TJ got to say. Jamie, let's see what TJ got to say, Jamie. And then come on, let me see TJ.
Because see what happened.
We're
going to be 100. We're going to be 100.
Jamie, I want to hear what TJ got to say.
We're going to be 100.
I'll be like, we hanging out.
Right, but the problem is we get on too much dick and pussy game first.
Yeah, we do.
Out the gate.
That's right.
Yeah.
Number one,
right out the
sex
gate.
is the killer out the gate. Number one.
Well, you know,
number
sex.
Two,
hold on, let me say this though. Sex, from my research, is the highest energy known to mankind.
Absolutely.
It is.
So let's not get that part twisted. So sometimes what happens is we get confused in what we're trying to do. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Because sex is like sex is a drug.
And sex is involved.
It will get you high.
Hold on, let him finish his thought.
Sex will get you high. Sex will get you addicted to something that you shouldn't have.
Okay.
And now you get down the road and you're like, man, I really don't even know who Jamie is.
There you go. There you go.
Jamie eat potato chips in the bed. And I don't like people that eat potato chips in the bed.
Right.
But I'm so addicted to the sex, I don't want to get rid of her. And if I
Right.
try to get rid of her, I still keep coming back talking about, you're going to come by later on about 3 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
No, we got to get back to understanding each other and who each other are. But before we understand who each other are, we got to understand who we are and fall in love with ourselves.
That's right.
And the things that we like about each other. Some people really like sex. Some people don't like sex at all.
That's
period.
Right. Jamie, what you talking about? What you pointing at you talking about? Okay, so I want to get some clarity here for the viewer because we talked a lot of stuff today. And I think we got some very great people in front of us that can help us, get some clarity to everything that we talking about. So a person that's listening in, and, we talked about cheating, we talked about relationships because we tried to go in different realms. But let's help somebody today, right? What is it that we can give to the people to help them get a better understanding? Or maybe it's when you first meet a person, right? Maybe we should start there because that's the real deal. Like when we first meet a person, what do you do, Bree? Like, okay, come on, Jamie, I'm listening because Jamie.
When you first meet a person, I want to know what I walk in the room, you're attracted to me. What do you do? What comes to your mind first?
Well, when you say attracted sexually,
However
attracted.
Well, for men, it's always visual, so it's always an inkling of sexual intent somewhere. So we know that. We're clear.
You think that with men? I don't think that.
Absolutely.
Let me I need some help here.
With some men.
With some men.
Some men.
Yeah, because that's not.
So what I'm saying, and here, okay, so let me give you what you asked.
I'm listening,
This is
Jamie.
what we need to give the people.
Yes, ma'am.
The problem is we go into situations because it's not a relationship with people with the thoughts and we looking at the potential of them not knowing if these people can carry the capacity or the competency that we need that we see in them. So
Right.
now I've met you. I'm attracted to you, whatever the case may be, and I see, he fine. He probably make pretty babies. Oh, he got a job. He probably know how to pay bills.
That's a very
He know how to do
immature
this.
thought.
But it's the process.
That's it. It's the
No,
process.
it's the
That's if you're
process.
at that level.
We
It's
lost
the process.
already.
And we've all been
we
there.
lost.
So that's what we're talking about. He said, "What do we give them?" He said, "That's why what are we giving them now? We have to learn to stop falling in love with potential. We need to stop assuming that people carry the capacity. That's why you hear people, oh, she ain't turned out to be what I wanted her to be. She
Right.
hard-headed. But if you'd have sat down and had conversations in the dating process and got to know her, you know Jamie got a big mouth. Jamie gonna talk shit. Jamie got an attitude. Jamie gonna speak her mind.
Right.
You can lead Jamie if you know where you leading Jamie to.
Right.
You can't just tell Jamie that's the bunny rabbit because you done put some bunny rabbit ears on a rat and told her it's the Easter bunny. That's not gonna work. Jamie's gonna hold you accountable. You're not gonna be able to, so we don't have these conversations. We like, okay, she fine. With a conversation at the barber school, she seemed intelligent. Oh, she got a nice job. Oh, she got this. And we assume that this woman, as a man, gonna be who, and vice versa. We assume that this person is gonna be what we see. This person might not even carry the capacity because this person might not even know what that is. Never been exposed to that. Have never seen that. Don't know how to deal in a relationship. Some people have been by themselves so long that they don't know how to act in a relationship with somebody else. They're selfish. They don't know. They don't. A relationship is a selfless thing. And what we do, we then from that point get into these relationships. And when we're in this relationship, we forget that the relationship, number one, when you commit to somebody, it no longer becomes about you. It's always about the other person. So if I can't wake up every morning and say, how can I make this person a better man every day? What can I do to make him better? What can I do to encourage him and vice versa? What can I do about myself? What are the things that I can fix about myself that is going to encourage him to do something different? People don't do that.
She talking, TJ. I see you smirked a little bit.
So that's what he's saying when we got so far away from that.
Yeah.
Back in the day, our great-grandmothers, because it probably left with our grandmamas, because my grandmama wasn't nothing nice. But our great-grandmothers, these were the things. You know, most of them didn't have jobs. They were at home. So it was we were groomed, real women, and the women that I come from, we were groomed that you take care of what he's not there to take care of. So there's no reason you went to work all day long and I just been at home all day. It ain't a meal on the table. The kids ain't had a bath. I ain't got the bills together on the table to say, okay, baby, this is the finances that you left because you went to work, and look at that. Your check was $1,300 now. Okay, this bill $400, this bill $500. So this is where the business comes in at. This bill $600. We're going to be short next week because you missed 2 days of work.
TJ, you smiling.
And that's just life how I go. All this fairy tale reading, a book, what a book did, we didn't get no book.
Right.
What no book. It's a whole lot of books about.
Because y'all also was in some fucked up relationships for a long time, and y'all didn't leave until y'all was 50 years old. So sometimes,
not y'all, baby.
No, the generation,
like you said,
generations,
the generations. Not all.
So the generations, right? And so y'all be, you know, historically,
I've never been married.
Oh, so historically, we have been in some dysfunctional relationships because we have not exposed ourselves to alternatives. We've only had traditional settings. I will say, I support that, right? Mm-hmm. I support that as a woman who is very confident in herself. I understand my role being submissive, but I also understand the world we live in.
Exactly.
I understand the world we live in.
And that's what you said earlier when we were talking about stuff earlier. We need to learn how to define different things. And that's the problem. We don't define nothing in a relationship.
We allow everything.
TJ,
we allow everything and everybody else to make a definition
of what something is. Because you can say submissive.
Wait, babe, let him finish.
I congratulate
but let him finish.
You said the word submission.
Wait, babe, let him finish because that's why men
most
cheat.
women get offended by submission.
That's why men cheat.
Right.
We don't know when to shut the fuck up sometimes, so they can finish their thoughts.
We don't when there's a point to be made, if it can be corrected before it gets started, then sometimes you might not have to shut the fuck up because he might need to hear that before he starts.
Well, we just want to hear his thoughts first.
It's not cheating if they know.
Exactly.
If they participate, it's not cheating.
One more time.
If they know and participate, it's not cheating.
And that comes with a communication and a conversation.
But see, we don't understand communication. We do not know how communication is a two-way street. It's a give, take, receive, and give back. Communication, you have to be able to be open to communicate. Mm-hmm. You have to have self-confidence and self-love.
That's right.
When you self-loathe and have self-doubt, you cannot do anything with anybody, even yourself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said there's no such thing as a no good woman unless she made no good by a no good man.
That's right.
Because typically men are allowed to do anything and women are forced to wash the dishes, wash the clothes. Your brother down there playing in the park doing whatever the hell he want to do, and he's not taught to even be a boy or a man. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So when he gets to a woman, she's so jaded because she been chasing a nothing ass nigga her whole life, like her daddy. That by the time she get to it,
brought that up.
By the time she get to a man,
hold on, wait. That's how you get a no good ass woman because her daddy messed her up.
But unless she's the only way she can be made no good is if she's made no good by a no good man.
Right. Which sometimes is their daddy.
Right. It's typically her daddy.
I want that baby to experience that
because her mama never corrected him, and her mama was never taught to be a woman.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So that's where the problem is. We have been inheriting trauma and drama all our lives.
And that's why we always want to talk about relationships, because the trauma and the drama that we've all as a community experienced is really circled around unhealthy relationships. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Mama had no self-esteem. She experiences this abuse, whether it's physical, mental, psychological. And so we always find ourselves stuck in talking about dysfunctional relationships when we should be stuck in talking about healthy relationships. How do I build wealth with somebody else?
Well, this is what I want to do. What I want to do is from each of you, right? Because what I'm understanding is when you enter a relationship, it should be some guidelines. Mm-hmm. It should be a conversation. So let's pretend for a minute. And TJ, I would love for you to start. Like in a relationship, is it what questions do you ask? What rules do you put in place? Because in the beginning of a relationship, in my opinion, is where those things should start. Mm-hmm. So TJ, can you give me an example or can you speak on that?
Yes, I can. As a teenager, and I've always created an application for a woman. and ask series of questions.
When you was a teenager.
From a teenager. I don't play about messing around.
You don't play about messing around?
I don't play about that.
Okay.
Because see, if you break out my car windows, there's gonna be repercussions and consequences. And that ain't gonna be the police.
Right.
So I'm not gonna play with you, your emotions, or your time. And I'm not gonna allow you to do me that way.
And is this something, TJ, if you were teaching a course on this, is this what we saying?
Yes.
I'm listening,
I want
TJ.
you to understand who you are and how you value yourself. Because the most valuable thing on this planet is a woman's vagina. Because that's where, if you believe in that, the second coming is coming from. So when you devour her and her sanctity, you devourring a whole generation. You're not just devourring her, your children will be made to hate you.
What does this conversation sound like? I ain't your girl, but let's say, for example, that, and I hate to do this like this. You see Jamie on the side of you right there. For example, if Jamie,
if this was Jamie, okay, I'm gonna go through the whole process.
I need because we trying to help some people today, and this is very important.
Yeah,
and I think where you coming from right now is an important thing for the listeners,
right,
and for us, because I'm learning. So I'm listening.
So now, how you introduce yourself and where you introducing yourself at is a thing. So now, my name is James. I'm not gonna give you a nickname, a street name. I'm gonna give you my name because I'm trying to get to know who you are as a person. And then when you give me your name, and if it's a street name or a nickname, and I find out your name is different, that's automatically a red light to me, because now one thing that I do is I obey the stop signs. So now when I start finding stop signs, that means I'm going to stop and I'm going to investigate, and either I'm going to turn left or right, or I'm getting the hell off the freeway.
I need to know this conversation. I hear what you're saying. Thank you for that. But that's this conversation, man. Let's teach somebody.
Because we not, what the problem is we look at Jamie and say, oh man, she fine. Look, man, look here, you see what I'm talking, man. And you know what he gonna do, man? I know you, man. I know you, Smash. You know what I'm gonna do, man? You know me. I done lied to my man.
Well, what's your conversation to her?
My conversation to her is to get her. How you doing, Jamie? I'm James.
Hi, James. I'm Jamie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What brought you to this environment?
I was in here with a friend. I was invited to the event.
Okay. Speaking that mic. I know you looking at James. Speaking that mic, girl.
She already danced to the barrier.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Come on.
I fall in love with intellect. A man, y'all was talking about penises earlier. That means nothing to me.
Oh, yeah.
I feel you. Intellect.
That ain't how you make no money.
Yeah.
Stimulate mine. Oh, yes. You better believe it ain't going to happen. So
I'm listening.
I said I was invited by friends to the
Listen,
event.
we trying to teach the people. Come on, James.
So now, in this environment, you were invited to your friend. Is your friend a co-host, owner of the building?
My friend is actually a co-host.
Okay. So what do you do for a living?
I am a corrections facilities officer. I am also the retention specialist for the Department of Corrections retention program to bring inmates into the community.
And when you say retention, what do you mean? What are you retaining them to?
To stop, basically informing them on what their do's and don'ts are and how to get them back into society with getting work, placements, live, and so forth, and how they are supposed to act.
So what is the rate of recidivism for
the
convict?
rate currently at the consideration of a convict, according to what the Department of Correction wants us to believe. I happen to know others because I do understand. My brothers is about 80%.
80%. Okay, so how do you help them?
I help them because, one, I show them their way, meaning the Department of Correction, but I also show them the way that is conducive to their surroundings.
See, now, this is a whole interview process because I'm trying to see if she's really a correction officer. Because I happen to know something about recidivism, or I know certain keywords, buzzwords, hot words. Same thing you put on your application.
Right.
And same thing you put on your resume.
Right.
Absolutely.
So now I'm investigating. So now if she can get past those steps, then I can say, well, you know, this cool environment, you know, maybe we can go out, have a drink. Do you drink? Do you smoke? What do you do? Now I'm going to ask very personal questions.
Right.
Because, see, I don't like people that smoke.
Right.
I don't drink.
So you making sure she qualified.
You got to qualify.
Based on his standards.
Yeah.
You have to, everything you do, you're qualified. When you go to the bank to get a loan, they do what? They qualify you.
Got you. So you qualifying. Okay, man, listen, man, I really appreciate that qualifying. Now, Miss Jamie, what's those standards? What's your questions? Like, give me your side of the coin.
You want me to role play it out like that?
If you want to, role play it.
I can
Listen,
just give it to you.
whichever way you want to do it, Jamie.
So basically, my approach is like he came and he tried to get to know me.
Right.
I also, if you notice in my question, I would start to say things that I think he would not know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's going to tell me, is he into learning who I am, or is he fascinated with what I look like? And
Okay.
he's just trying to get enough information to see if he could slide in, because one thing she did say, women talk too much.
Right.
We give you guys a full print of what we don't like, who we like, when we did it, what John did to. So now you're going to do your best to become everything that I said I do.
Right.
Not to be everything I said I do not like, just long enough to get what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So I'm going to say certain things to him.
He smiled when you said that too.
I'm going to say certain things to him in the process of him interviewing me.
Right.
So I might say something way off then, because if you notice when he asked me that, and see, we've been vibing. He don't know that we've been vibing. When he asked me, I named 2 professions.
Right.
I'm only one of those.
Right.
I know about the other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that made him, he came back and said, well, what is the recidivism rate? Because I gave him enough information to say, okay, one of them is a true.
Right.
It's her true profession.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So now I say he's in tune with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He not looking at my, up here. He looking up here.
Right.
He in my eyes.
He listening too.
Listening to me.
Yeah.
And see what men don't understand, and that's kind of off, but it still fits in. We just want to be heard.
Right.
We not difficult as y'all make us seem to be. We want to be respected. We just want the same reciprocation. We just want reciprocation. We want to be heard. We want to know that we are prioritized. That's all we want. It's really not hard to get that submission that y'all want. It's
I got
not
you.
hard.
Let me
but
ask a
nobody
question.
knows what submission means.
James said he want to ask a
Let me
question.
ask a question. If y'all want to be heard, how come y'all don't hear us?
So this is the problem, and I'm gonna be real with you. It starts with you all.
It starts
It's
with
because
us.
men.
Speaking that mic, Jamie, slide that mic up to her. Something.
It starts with you all, and what I mean by that, it is almost second nature for most men, and I'm gonna say the majority for that in that fact that because you were never actually you've been taught the opposite way of communicating. A man not supposed to cry. If a man say this, he's soft. If a man act like this, he's a mog. If a man, so y'all were naturally basically taught to shut down in situations that you're not comfortable in. So when we ask certain questions or we say certain things to you, instead of saying, hold on, baby, let me think about it for a minute. Because you can't readily respond to me, you just shut down altogether. So eventually you keep shutting down. So what you do is you teach me that I either have to do 2 things. I have to yell and scream and act like a goddamn banshee all goddamn day.
Speaking that mic, we need to hear this, Jamie.
You teach me 2 things. You teach me that I have to yell and scream and act like a banshee all day, or I have to learn to shut down. Or when you decide you want to speak, when you decide you want to speak, now I have to act like I don't hear you.
So what you basically doing is blaming me for the bullshit your daddy taught you.
No, it's not.
Because your daddy, when you ask him for something,
not my daddy.
Not your daddy. Okay. But when,
I get offended when
not your daddy, Jamie.
My
Not
daddy
your
is
daddy.
unreal. I'm telling you, if I could find a man half of my daddy, I'd be
when
happy.
most
No boo.
women fathers were asked, "Daddy, can I?" He typically put his head down and said, "Baby, what you need, what you want." And when she didn't get it, she acted a fool. So now when you get outside, guess what you're doing to me? Mm-hmm. You're trying to impose on me what you learned from your father. Mm-hmm. And then when I stand up as a man,
if he was in fact
right,
there.
If he was there or around, or the man that your mama brought around, your
mm-hmm.
uncles,
the brothers, yeah.
Right. And then because you might have been the only girl, but then when I stand up as a man, wait, you hit women? I have to raise my voice. Then there's a fear factor. There's an intimidation. And then you say things like, you just want to be in control.
So here's the thing with that. Again, that goes back to what you said there, what you said earlier about communication. Communication has 2 parts.
Yeah.
You have to know how to communicate and know what you're communicating. And in that goes from back to the beginning. Get that dating, you getting to learn your person. I am very boisterous. I speak my mind, and I'm more so now in my older age because I'm the baby. I never felt heard. Everybody up over me. It's 10 years. I got to scream. I got to, hey, it's me. I'm here. Okay, so that's a factor. That part you're right. Wasn't that? It was that. The second part is how to approach a person. Because I was always defensive. Because, again, I'm the baby. I got to protect me. I have cousins and big cousins to protect. So I had to learn how to do that. I met one man that knew how to talk to me. Because in my defensiveness, it came off like you said that I think you're trying to control me. So what he would do is speak to me in a way that I can understand. And instead of telling me what to do or what he think I should do, he would do it in question form. So I'm obligated to respond.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Baby, you know what, baby? You know, yesterday you was doing XYZ. Hey, what have you do? Hey, did you think about if you would have did it like this?
Are you still with him?
So now,
Are you still
that's
with
actually my best friend.
Okay.
That's my best
Why
friend.
why didn't the relationship work with
The
you
relationship didn't work because we started off as best friends. We knew too much about each other. That was the
Really?
now and being real, that was that to me, that was the worst mistake I did was to date him. You know what I'm saying? I felt like we lost a portion of our friendship. You see what I'm saying? But that was my best friend. And so when we got into a relationship, both of us, to a certain extent, didn't understand that the dynamic changed.
Yeah.
The things that he could sit down and on the porch and jack with me and have a conversation about that I didn't care nothing about because you're not mine to have to care.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you're mine. And there's rules. I have boundaries.
That's
I have,
right.
this is my expectations, you know, and vice versa. He didn't expect for me to be as opinionated as I was about things that I was no longer, that in the beginning I wasn't. You wasn't my man. I don't
Right.
deserve to have an opinion.
Okay.
He didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that he expected me to be still the home girl, but I'm still your woman. You know what I'm saying? We didn't understand that part. And I'm gonna say I could blame it on him, but there's always two sides
mutual,
to a coin.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that's the problem. But that was my best friend. That was my best, and he's still my best friend. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, listen, y'all. I know we could talk about this. This
All
is a
night.
great conversation. But you know, Bria, we didn't get your side. What is it that, you know, what are questions or your qualifications, or how would you address a person to create this understanding of how this relationship proceeds?
You know, I'm really old school, right? I quite honestly, I don't know you like me unless you're doing something for me. Like you hit my hand with some money, or you
Money?
I'm just talking about me. I'm just talking about how
No,
old
I'm
school.
listening,
Hold on,
Bree.
I'm old
Hey,
school.
I'm listening,
old
Bree.
school. I be
Yeah.
like, he said he liked me, but he ain't did nothing for me.
Right.
Like he seen that garbage. He seen
got you.
he seen that hole in the roof.
Right.
He ain't offered to patch it.
So you're looking
You
for
know?
you're looking for a slave.
No, what the hell? Why we
Or a
gotta have
do-boy.
slave?
So-
Ain't gotta do-
so why
No,
can't
I'm
I
looking
just
for-
like you
I'm
as a
looking for
person?
Omega man. I'm looking for a man, and I ain't gotta tell him what to do.
But
right?
see, if I just like you,
no,
then
If-
why do I have to do something for you and I don't know you?
Because men are designed to demonstrate their love, their desire with their ability to provide. I'm traditional. I'm old school. I don't know about this new stuff. And I'm okay with that.
And all
right?
women ain't the same. Now, come
I'm
on,
okay with
TJ, I
that.
hear what you're saying.
I'm okay with
But
that.
some women,
I'm asking a question.
Okay.
I
I'm
look
okay with
I look
that.
much younger than I really am.
okay,
When you say old school, I know I'm the oldest person.
Well,
in
let
the
me not
room.
even say I'm old school. I have a lot of Southern ways.
There we go.
And I was brought up like the extreme side of it. If he does not give you the check, I like how you said that. Like, you need to know that I'm taking care of A, B, C, and D. That's my role.
Right.
So in some ways, I'm not that extreme now because I recognize we got, like, women have put men in positions that are not their natural state of being, right? So they have adjusted because of the culture of women. But I'm just going to still hold true to my values. One, I want you to know who I am. So you might be trying to tell me who you are, but I'm going to let you know, listen, I work a lot. I'm really focused, and I probably am not going to have as much time for you as you think I should.
right.
If you can handle that, well, maybe we can have a conversation here or there. And if you can't, I respect it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to try to accommodate where you might feel like I need to just come in because you whatever you feel like you are. Because at the end of the day, while I want the protection of a husband, I'm really self-sufficient.
Okay.
And so it allows for me to be able to, I can hold out. I can hold out for a really, 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 really long time.
Yeah.
Because I don't need you for a whole lot of nothing.
All right, listen, guys. Now, before we go, this is what I
used
want
to think like that.
I want to come up with a understanding here. And I think that the viewers and the people that's listening in should understand that when we enter a relationship, there should be some ground rules, or there should be some ways that we treat each other. Instead of just going into it blind or happily or based off of
Assuming.
our emotions or how a person looks. We should set a list of ground rules for ourselves. And those are the base standards. And those standards can actually change over time.
It's supposed to.
Is that right?
It's supposed
and
to.
So I think that we had a great conversation today. I thank you all for coming in. And before we go, I'm going to give you all approximately 30 seconds to just give somebody some insight on, it don't have to be on our topic, but just help somebody today before we leave. Give them a tip, give them something. And we're going to start with you, TJ.
Okay. First thing you should do is find yourself, learn yourself, fall in love with yourself so that you can be for somebody else.
All right. Come on, Jamie. Give the people something.
I think we all have been in a place of trauma at some point on some level on some subject. Learn to heal yourself. Being away from a situation, not being involved in a situation does not mean that you've healed. Stop getting into these relationships with people knowing that you still have emotional attachments to your past, to your drama, to your bitterness. Don't do it. It's you damaging other people. For what reason?
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. Come on, Bree.
I would just say respect who people are. Right? Understand and respect who people are. Don't be so hasty to jump into relationships. It's a big commitment to give yourself to someone else. And so if you just commit to yourself to respect the people that come into your space and where they are in their life, then you will minimize your own continued drama if you've had it. But you'll also recognize there's a natural healing when you allow people to be who they are.
That's right. Listen, guys, this is 100 Gems podcast, home of the champs. Can you just tell them guys on the camera, y'all, peace out?
Peace.
Peace.